Not your hometown, sorry, your home province. We were kind of talking last week about the what was it, 100 out of 111
1100.
fires
Yeah. Yeah.
were human caused in Manitoba, and 5 were under investigation,
Yeah.
and 6 were natural causes, which I guess those are the ones they're saying are climate change. Saskatchewan Premier says 2 people charged for setting wildfires. So this would be outside of human cause. This is criminally caused.
Well, it's within human cause. It's just another
It would be in the same,
Yeah.
different category, subcategory.
Do you have a clip for this?
Well, it's only 15 seconds long, so I'm just gonna read it. Or actually, this is the ad. So
Yeah, I got a 28-second clip of it if you want.
let's see if it's just the one ad. God damn it. Google should play these people so that I don't have to watch ads. Know what I mean? Okay, yeah. I'll play the clip. Ready?
Yeah.
Good evening. We begin tonight with the latest on the wildfire situation. As of 11 o'clock this morning, the SPSA says there are currently 24 active fires burning in Saskatchewan. 6 are not contained. That brings the total number burning this year to 247. That is well ahead of the 5-year average of 139. As the fires burn, more than 30 communities have been told to evacuate, and up to 15,000 people remain forced from their homes. As the fires burn, we're learning tonight that 2 people have been charged with intentionally setting fires in the province's north. It comes as Saskatchewan's largest fire is expected to reach Candle Lake within days. Jasmine Pelche has the latest.
As wildfires rage amidst a fire ban, RCMP revealing 2 individuals have been charged with arson as flames continue to cause significant damage to communities in northern Saskatchewan.
The RCMP have informed us that they have now charged a couple of individuals, one with respect to some fires that were being started in the Smeaton-Snowden area, and another individual that started the fire that originated out of Weaquin, which is known as the Ditch Fire.
Police say an 18-year-old woman was arrested after setting a fire off Highway 696. That was reported to Waskesiu RCMP on May 30th. She was charged with arson. On June 3rd, Nipawin RCMP arrested a 36-year-old man for setting fires in a ditch near Highway 55. RCMP say checking into the circumstances of reports of arson will take time. Meanwhile, Saskatchewan RCMP has charged 2 people regarding thefts reported in evacuated areas. RCMP say officers will remain in communities affected by fire until it becomes too dangerous for them to stay, and are still responding to calls in affected areas. This as the flames potentially threaten another community. Brent Lutz from the resort village of Candle Lake says the giant shoe fire could hit the village in 3 to 10 days.
For those that are thinking that maybe they may stay to defend their properties, we're advising them to not do that. It's very dangerous. Once the mandatory evacuation has been issued, it means it's no longer safe for them to be in the community.
And there isn't much help coming from the weather. While the north will see some rain this weekend, it is difficult to say how much this will impact fire conditions going into the next week.
We're seeing, rainfall this weekend, but some windy weather too, so that also can have an impact and help things to spread. But with the rain,
everyone's at home. You notice that? Then everyone, no, none of these people are back to work.
That's a positive. But then when we're looking into next week, it looks like some more heat moving into the province.
I say this from home.
Temperatures back up towards the high 20s.
Jasmine Pelche, CTV News, Prince Albert.
Okay, did they leave out conveniently this CTV that Premier Moe confirms that virtually all the fires in Saskatchewan are human caused and some intentionally? Did they say it like that?
No, can you follow it up?
Yeah, sure.
I'll follow up for us.
Yeah, I mean, I can. Yeah. This is from Melissa. There's some kind of disturbing comments. People are, thinking that we're all like rage baiting about this stuff. But I mean, of course it's important because climate change has been blamed on all this. I mean, even recently.
The past week is that many, if not virtually all of the fires that we're dealing with in Saskatchewan are, although not intentionally, are human caused. And some of those have been intentionally human caused. And there's the RCMP have informed us that they have now charged.
So you see how CTV took it right from there, right? The RCMP, right from the RCMP. They chopped off the first 15 seconds of this where he says they were virtually all human caused. I mean, really, that's all.
That's it.
Right? I mean, it's just disgusting, right? You couldn't have just said that. You couldn't have just given us a full statement of what Premier Mo said. So then there's people here saying, like this guy here, fires, this is from Canadian Prepper, fires only burn if the conditions are right. It is only that these human-caused fires can spread and burn for a variety of novel, anomalous, climactic reasons. It's hotter, drier, more erratic wind patterns and jet stream, and there's a lot of dead standing timber from invasive species. And lastly, fire suppression, which hasn't allowed parts to burn, which should have, i.e. forced mismanagement. 20 years ago, these fires wouldn't have been able to endure as long. There is no narrative, only retards and science. So, there is a narrative, you jackass. I mean, that's the whole point. I'm going to reply to that guy. Anyways, you know what I mean? Canadian Prepper, they're blaming climate change. Of course, there's a narrative. What is he talking about?
They're always blaming climate change. Well, maybe, yeah.
And this is the thing that you were talking about last week, I think, right? We'll see what this is. We lived it before, and we are not going to stay silent. Now, like, I don't know about this, but this is from the Buck You Will. Would you look at this, taken from Facebook by Tasha Tuesday? Fire Bill 5. We just heard that Bill 5, didn't we? Was that what you guys were talking about?
Yeah.
And the resource grab on treaty land. Look closely at these two maps. Now, I want you to see this. See if you agree. One shows wildfires sweeping across Alberta, Saskatchewan, and Manitoba, many marked out of control. So she's saying, look closely at the two maps below. The other shows mineral deposits, lithium, cobalt, potash, nickel, uranium, most of them untouched because they sit on treaty land. I've circled the overlaps. There are many. Now, here's what's happening. Fires are burning directly over mineral-rich, treaty-protected territory. Indigenous communities.
This is what I was telling you about last week.
Yeah. Indigenous communities are being evacuated, some permanently. Bill 5 makes it easier to remove anyone seen as unauthorized on public land, even if it's their own ancestral territory. And now, Indigenous people who've offered to help fight the fires, knowledge keepers, trained firefighters, and defenders are being denied access to help protect their own lands. This isn't just mismanagement, it's a strategic erasure. Displace the people, criminalize their return, keep them out while the fires rage, then extract what's underneath. They call it a wildfire crisis. But it looks a lot more like resource clearing. And while they talk about green energy and critical minerals, they won't even let the Indigenous firefighters protect their land, their homes, or their medicines. We see what this is. We've lived it before, and we are not going to stay silent now. So there's the overlaps. So I don't know what you think about that. I mean, I guess it does seem a bit odd, really. I don't think I've seen it this spread out like this before. Last year, the year before.
Yeah, I don't know.
Seems like a bit of a deep conspiracy.
Seems like a bit of a stretch yet.
Even for me. If I'm not buying your conspiracy theory,
you're in trouble. But that could just be your systematic racism.
Yeah, you missed Ontario. They're here too. Major one in Sudbury. That's from the White Wabbit Warrior. Nickel, Wanapate First Nation. Wouldn't be the first time. Here's another one. Must be coincidence. The number of devastating fires which took place across Canada over the past decade fall perfectly in line with these exploration processes.